Hey there, it's therapy and relaxation. Today we're talking about building a healthy relationship with food for fitness. Let's go! Let's face it, the relationship between food and fitness can be complicated. For many people, eating well and pursuing fitness go hand in hand. Yet the journey can feel confusing, restrictive, and even overwhelming at times. Diet culture and mixed messages in the media make it difficult to distinguish fact from fiction, leaving many caught in a cycle of guilt, yo-yo dieting, or frustration when results don't come as quickly as hoped. But what if I told you there's a way to truly enjoy food, nourish your body, and still reach your fitness goals, all without endless dieting or feeling deprived? By building a healthy relationship with food, you can unlock sustained energy, improved well-being, and the freedom to enjoy eating as part of a balanced, vibrant life. Let's start with an honest look at the problem. For decades, society has promoted restrictive diets and quick-fix approaches to weight loss and fitness. The promise is always the same: eat less, exercise more, and you'll be healthier, happier, and more attractive. But if this advice really worked, why do so many people find themselves stuck in cycles of binging and restricting, constantly battling food cravings, or feeling discouraged by so-called cheat meals? The truth is, a one-size-fits-all approach to diet rarely works in the long term, and it can actually undermine health by fostering an adversarial relationship with food. This is the heart of the issue. When food becomes an enemy rather than a source of nourishment, it's much harder to support your fitness, energy levels, and mental well-being. So, what's the solution? The answer lies not in another rigid plan or deprivation-based philosophy, but in developing mindful eating habits and cultivating intuitive nutrition. This means learning to listen to your body's signals, understanding what foods work best for you, and embracing food as a source of fuel, pleasure, and connection. Let's explore practical strategies to help you build a healthier, happier relationship with food, one that aligns with your fitness goals and supports your overall wellness. First, it's essential to shift your mindset around food. Rather than viewing certain foods as good or bad, try to adopt a more neutral perspective. Every food offers a combination of nutrients, energy, and enjoyment. When you label foods as off-limits or shameful, it only increases the temptation and guilt associated with eating them. Instead, ask yourself, how does this food make me feel physically and emotionally? Does it satisfy my hunger? Does it fuel my activity and help me recover? By focusing on how foods serve your body and mind, you start to make choices out of self-care, not punishment. Listening to hunger and fullness cues is another cornerstone of a healthy food relationship. Modern life often encourages eating on a schedule, finishing everything on your plate, or ignoring hunger in favor of sticking to the diet. But your body is an expert at telling you when it needs nourishment and when it's satisfied, if you know how to listen. Before each meal or snack, take a moment to check in with your body. Are you truly hungry, or are you bored, stressed, or seeking comfort? As you eat, notice how your hunger evolves with each bite. Pause halfway through your meal and ask yourself if you're content or need more food. With practice, these small acts of mindfulness can help restore trust in your body's innate wisdom. For those pursuing fitness, nutrition can seem especially daunting. Should you cut carbs? Load up on protein? Time your meals perfectly around your workouts? While certain nutritional principles can support athletic performance, it's crucial to remember that your needs are unique. Instead of rigid rules, think in terms of nourishment. Carbohydrates provide quick energy for workouts. Protein supports muscle repair and recovery, and healthy fats aid in hormone balance and brain health. Rather than eliminating entire food groups, aim for a balanced plate. One that includes complex carbs, lean proteins, plentiful vegetables, and a variety of healthy fats. Experiment with different combinations to see what helps you feel your best, both in and out of the gym. One key principle in fostering a positive relationship with food is planning and preparation. When nutritious foods are within easy reach, you're far less likely to make choices out of desperation or hunger pangs. Take time each week to plan your meals and snacks, making sure to include plenty of variety and foods you genuinely enjoy. prepping ingredients in advance, washing and chopping vegetables, pre-cooking whole grains, or portioning out nuts and fruit can make healthy choices the default rather than the exception. Hydration is another often overlooked factor. Sometimes, what feels like hunger is actually your body's way of signaling thirst. Drinking enough water throughout the day can support digestion, metabolism, and workout performance. Try to carry a water bottle with you as a gentle reminder to stay hydrated, and don't be afraid to add a splash of lemon, cucumber, or fresh herbs for a pleasant flavor boost. Another important aspect of intuitive eating is giving yourself unconditional permission to eat. This doesn't mean eating mindlessly or ignoring your fitness goals. Instead, it's about removing the sense of scarcity that often accompanies diets. When you know you can have a food at any time, it loses its power. The result? Decreased cravings, less overeating, and more satisfaction with every meal. The next time you crave a particular food, whether it's pizza, a chocolate chip cookie, or something else, try enjoying a mindful portion, savor every bite, and notice how you feel afterward. Over time, you'll find that enjoying treat foods becomes less about guilt and more about pleasure and balance. Emotional eating is another common challenge for those trying to reconcile food with fitness. It's normal to use food as comfort or coping sometimes. After all, sharing meals is a deeply social and emotional experience. However, when food becomes the primary way of managing stress, sadness, or boredom, it can interfere with your sense of well-being. Instead of judging yourself, practice compassion. Ask yourself what you're truly seeking in those moments. Is it connection, relaxation, a break from routine? Once you've identified the need, see if there are other ways to meet it, such as taking a walk, talking to a friend, listening to music, or journaling. By expanding your coping toolkit, you create space to respond to emotions in new, nourishing ways. Social situations can present additional hurdles. Whether it's a family gathering, a celebration, or a dinner out with friends, it's common to worry about overindulging or getting off track. Rather than approaching these events with anxiety, focus on the bigger picture. One meal or occasion won't derail your overall progress. Savor favorite foods, enjoy the experience, and practice mindful eating by tuning into your senses, appreciating the flavors and textures, and noticing your body's signals of fullness and satisfaction. Setting realistic goals is also vital. Instead of aiming for perfection with your nutrition and fitness, start with small, sustainable changes. Maybe that's including an extra serving of vegetables at dinner, swapping sugary drinks for water, or cooking a new recipe each week. Celebrate each step as progress, and remember that consistency, not perfection, leads to lasting results. Don't underestimate the power of self-reflection. Keeping a food and mood journal can provide insight into your patterns, preferences, and triggers. Write down what you eat, how you feel before and after, and any emotions or circumstances that influenced your choices. With time, you'll gain a clearer understanding of how food impacts your energy, mood, and fitness, which will help you make informed, compassionate decisions moving forward. It's also helpful to seek guidance from trusted sources. The world of nutrition is full of conflicting advice, but a registered dietitian, nutritionist, or fitness professional can provide personalized recommendations tailored to your goals and lifestyle. Remember, there's no shame in asking for support. Sometimes a fresh perspective is exactly what you need to break through old patterns and build confidence. Finally, celebrate the wins. Progress in your relationship with food is about more than the number on the scale or the calories on your plate. It's about increased energy, better sleep, improved workout recovery, and a greater sense of freedom around eating. Notice these milestones and give yourself credit for the changes you're making. Change takes time, but each step toward mindful, intuitive eating strengthens your foundation for both fitness and overall health. In summary, building a healthy relationship with food is the cornerstone of sustainable fitness and well-being. It's about replacing restrictive habits with mindful, intuitive choices. It's about nourishing your body with a rich variety of foods, savoring eating as a pleasurable and essential part of your life, and letting go of guilt in favor of informed, compassionate decision-making. When you approach food as your ally, rather than your adversary, you open the door to lasting energy, joy, and vitality on the path to your personal fitness goals and beyond. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe us and check out therapyandrelaxation.com for more. See you tomorrow.